Off the Kenyan coast, the dhow has always been a common sight. The traditional sea vessels have a history that stretches back over 2,000 years. It is a symbol of humanity's conquest of the oceans. But now those very oceans are put in jeopardy by a new threat.
When we started, it was just a little plastic. Now we are getting a lot. Plastic, water bottles, it all arrives here. There's a lot of work. After it arrives, we collect it. I have worked here for 14 years now.
Malindi is just one of many towns along the Kenyan coast suffering from the effects of plastic waste. In a region known for fishing and pristine maritime parks, the refuse washing up from around the world has presented a very local problem.
We have a coastal environment here, and the coast is getting spoiled because of plastic, sandals. It's getting too much. We saw it fit to help collect the plastic from the ocean. We collect the plastic here at the dam so that people don't see the environment going bad. And the fish in the sea don't die, as they do from time to time. After we collect the plastic, we sell it to a factory.
According to a scientific report released this year, it's estimated humans have produced 8.3 billion tons of plastic, much of which ends up in landfills and dump sites like the one in Malindi. But thanks to enterprising conservationists like Sam Garuya, the plastic very often doesn't stay there.
I am Sam Garuya. I am an entrepreneur, a conservation entrepreneur. Well, I lived in the US and worked in the US for many, many years. And I returned back to Kenya to do my second career. And I was looking for something unique, a way to make a difference. The issue with plastic in Kenya is not just the plastic itself. You know, how do I sort it? What do I do with it? Is a key to also solving it. Our intention at Regeneration is really to reinvent the recycling business in Kenya and in Africa, to really create a infrastructure, a recycling infrastructure where people know, okay, I can separate my plastic, I can give it to my waste management guys, or I can take it to a recycling center and it will be properly used, reused, or regenerated. Recycling is very, very good, but we're trying to go to the next level. You can make the same piece of plastic 2 or 3 times, but it gets weaker and weaker and weaker. And unfortunately, the weak pieces of plastic, when they go into the ocean, they become microplastic, and that's what the fish are eating. So we need to stop the plastic going into the ocean.
My name is Richard. I work at the Sands at Nomad on Diani Beach as the Environmental and Sustainability Director. Today we were doing the beach cleanup, and we go down to some of the coves which are down the beach that you can't reach by vehicles or by foot, and we clean up the trash that's been washed up onto those beaches after the last spring tide. Trying to keep the oceans clean and trying to raise awareness as to the plight of the oceans. So since we started on the 20th of May up to now, we've actually collected about 904 kilograms of trash off the beaches.
Myself, I've been doing fishing a lot, and I see how much we catch plastic on our nets sometimes when we do fishing. And those plastics, sometimes they're getting weird, and fish, they used to eat them. So it's harm for our side. Fish, want to eat plastic, then Also eat fish, yeah?
With a growing amount of plastic trash and people determined to build a recycling framework in Kenya, some of the country's dhow builders wanted to be part of the solution.
And it's a friend of mine from UK, Ben Morrison, came with an idea of making a recycled plastic dhow. Okay, plastic is something could be able to be done something reused again, not be thrown out.
I got a call from Ben. He was looking for somebody to help him build this dhow being made out of recycled plastic.
Around 60 feet, and we aim to travel this dhow from Lamu to Cape Town in South Africa.
It's like going to the moon.
Dreamers or visionaries? Could the dhow builders of Lamu deliver a seaworthy plastic boat?
We really want, our goal is to make pieces that are 100% recycled plastic.
Because people have been shouting and making effort of how they stop plastic, how plastic affects the environment. But we think this could be the wonderful and quickest message to the world.
Armed with plenty of enthusiasm but little in the way of plans, the boat builders of Lamu embark on uncharted waters.